Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to day 10 of 30 days of sketches. Today's sketch is brought to you by, good question, I'll have to look it up. It is by Tara Scraps or Tara Van Moorsel, I think. I'm not sure. But at Tara Scraps, and you can see it right there on the screen for you. This is also a Some Assemblage Required video, which means I'm going to be using a few products from the someassemblagerequired.com shop. I am working on some cruise photos today, and I actually had to poach a couple of these photos. The first one is a photo I took. It's a picture of Sandy and MK when we first got on the ship. We were in search of food because we skipped breakfast that morning in order to get on the ship a little earlier, which we were able to do, no problem. So we were on by, I don't know, 11 o'clock or so. This photo was taken at about 11:30. And then the photo of the nachos, I believe those might have been Sandy's nachos. I didn't take a picture of mine. You could order a burrito or taco or whatever, but I did not, for some reason, remember to take a picture of my own. I did mine on a plate, but they were nachos nonetheless, and I think those were probably Sandy's, or they could have been MK's, but I'm pretty sure they were Sandy's. And then the other is, the bottom one is just a photo of the actual Mexican buffet. This is up on deck, I don't know, 15 or 16, and it's kind of like a poolside type of buffet. It's not right next to the pool, but you just get out. It's pretty close. And it was really good, and it was totally worth skipping breakfast for. We pretty much got up, got ready to go, grabbed an Uber, and went straight to the cruise port or cruise terminal and got on the ship. So it wasn't like we were waiting a really long time or anything like that. Anyway, I am pulling out a couple of pieces of wood veneer. I thought I'd use that one that says Another Day in Paradise, but this is the first day in paradise, so I couldn't do Another Day in Paradise. I probably could have, but I didn't. And then I did use some corrugated cardboard paper, and I inked it up with some black soot distress ink, and I'm using black because I'm using black around my photos and around the paper that I've got going on there. So I was inspired to use that corrugated paper because in the sketch it looks like that bottom and top piece kind of have like a ripple effect to them. It's probably just the pattern on like a pattern paper or something like that, but it made me think of the corrugated paper, and I've already got corrugated paper going in this particular album because that is what we used in our class for a lot of our page elements. And so I decided it would go really well with it. Now I did my title in black, and I used some dies to cut that, and those are from, I believe, scrapbook.com. I will put a link for those down below if that's of something of interest to you. And the name of the restaurant is El Loco Fresh, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. I'm also using a 3x4 card leftover that I used earlier in the month that on a double page layout that had a globe on it. This is the card that I cut it out of, but the stripes were like the right color for this layout, so I went ahead and used it. And normally I don't always save scraps that are that small, but I saved this one because I knew it matched my papers that I was using in the cruise, and I really like that diagonal stripe, so I went ahead and saved it and thought, I'll just tuck it in somewhere, and this is that somewhere. It just seemed to be the perfect place. And then I'm using a 4x6 card also down below my title, which I think is great because I am trying to use up some 3x4 and 4x6 cards this month, you guys, because I have so many of them. Well, really, it's not that much. It's probably less than, I don't know, 6 inches of a stack of 6 inches. It's really not that much, but I don't use them, so I want to use them in my album and get rid of them and not reinvest in any, well, not that I would buy any more 3x4 cards, but except for the ones that come in a cut apart sheet. But I just want to get through them and get them out of my stash. They're just taking up space on my shelf, but I don't want to just toss them. So I thought this would be a good place to use as many as I can. This green one is also, I believe, a 3x4 card, and I'm just cutting that up and tucking it behind to create some layers, and I think that's going to look good. This album has a lot of these peachy pinks and greens in it, so I think that's going to be perfect. This paper, I think, is actually from maybe a collab or something that was done, maybe Pink Fresh or Altenew. I think it's Altenew. Anyway, it's really old. I don't think you can get it anymore. It's been in my stash for quite a few years, so I just happened to come across it when I was flipping through papers and thought, oh, that looks like it'll match perfectly. So I stuck it in with the cruise stuff that I've got because I want to make sure that I have enough paper to document this trip and be thorough about it, which means a lot of layouts. So I did come across a couple of sets of wood veneer that I'm going to use that are from MK, and they've been in my stash for a while, so I don't know if she still has them. One is some geotags that have like a tropical vibe to them, palm trees. One has like a sunset type deal on it. They're all very travel-y related. And then this other set had a crab, and there I'm showing you the sets, you guys. A crab, a palm tree, and a sun with waves, and I thought that was perfect as well. And I'm going to go ahead and use those to be my embellishments, and I'm keeping it really simple. There's going to be quite a bit in this album, and so I'm not going over the top on every single layout. But I really like the way that this one turns out, and I just like the way that the wood veneer frames that title. And inking up the outside edge with some Black Soot Distress ink, and then I'm going to write a little bit of journaling down at the bottom here about our cruise, getting on board early, and then grabbing our lunch there. We actually met another friend of ours, Lynn Panasco, on board. Her and her husband had lunch with us, and that was a lot of fun too. And I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't get pictures. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, you guys. There's a link down below to the 30 Days of Sketches playlist, so you can go and check out all of the inspiration going on so far. And if you have questions or comments, you can leave those down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe as well. And thanks so much for watching. I will be back again tomorrow with another video. See you then. Bye-bye.